r/AmItheAsshole. Solar2JJ says, AITA for my girlfriend hating my white lies to others. 30 meters with 28 FGF. Shouldn't have had this conversation before date night, pretty much ruined. But she tells me that she is experiencing feelings of doubt in trusting things I said because I tell white lies. Nothing serious but little things. Like I lied to some hotel staff so she could go to the bathroom, or lied to the airplane hostess so I could get an extra soda. And she is like, seeing those is damaging. Your best self is someone that doesn't lie. I'm of the opinion that people lie when they are uncomfortable. Her best friend just lied to their other friend because she wasn't comfortable sharing her relationship drama yet. But she also said her best friend has a zero tolerance lie policy. To me that makes her friend a hypocrite, and it makes my GF naive. People lie. Lies are tools. Just because I use that tool in certain situations doesn't mean you can't trust me. I know my parents have lied, my advisor lies, everyone lies when it suits them. It doesn't mean you have to spend every second doubting what people are saying. And I shared these things with her. She now thinks I don't care about her. I'm like, it's ridiculous to promise I'd never lie about anything in life ever, so she can trust me. That shit is unrealistic and naive. Now we need couples therapy. Am I the asshole, or is she just being super naive? Solaris_stratum says, AITA, you said it yourself, lies are tools and you have no personal moral issue with lying. So she's right. She has no reason to trust you because you're going to lie to her and you don't see a problem with that. Impossible Hand 5086 says, truthfully, could you promise right now that you will never tell another lie in your life? I don't think anyone can make that promise actually believing it to be true. Solaris_stratum says, of course not. But I can promise you that I don't take lying lightly. I'm not going to lie for extra soda or to pee in a hotel. I truly only lie to protect myself and the people I care about. I'm frankly not a very good liar in the first place, TBH. Snack Hoarder says, white lies are harmless. A white lie is when you don't like someone's cooking, but say it tasted great, or tell someone you're in a rush, so you don't have to stop to talk to them. They're absolutely not tools you can use to get free shit, which I feel counts as theft, worm your way out of things, or get special treatment. You sound like a compulsive/pathological liar. That's not good. AITA, but only because you don't seem to realize that telling your girlfriend lies are good is a problem. She's not naive. She doesn't want a boyfriend she can't trust. Gosh. Not lost for words says, that stuck out for me too. Everyone tells the occasional wild lie or a more drastic one if their safety is at stake, but ops lies fall into neither category. Not by a long shot. Energy that 1518 says, this is what gets me too. I would say sure, people do lie when they are uncomfortable. But what he described aren't situations that are uncomfortable, but situations he is actively deceitful for selfish reasons. What he is describing is lying to avoid the discomfort of not getting his way, which isn't a morally acceptable reason to start lying. And like, no doubt that would make his girlfriend distrustful. If you're going to scam an airline of a soda, or make up a story for hotel workers, you are clearly fine with getting stuff, or getting your way, when you have no right to it. The girlfriend isn't being naive, she's just not a scam artist, and doesn't want to date a scam artist, because it is as embarrassing as sin when a 30-year-old man is really out here scamming a free soda from an airline, and acting like everyone does it. No. We don't. Most people pay for their drinks. Even kids and teens do, because they understand that this is how procurement of things works. If you can afford to fly somewhere, you can afford to buy a freaking soda. r/AmItheAsshole. Tirablican Fusaj says, AITA for telling stories about my mom's questionable parenting techniques to friends and family. I, 22 meters, went home to my parents' house this week for a Jewish holiday. I brought 2 friends, 21 meters and 22F, of mine because they wanted to see what it's like. Also attending were my sister, 29F, her boyfriend my brother, 26 meters, and my parents, 52 meters and 47F. I've already told my friends stories about how my mom would act when I did something that was disappointing in her eyes, how she always threatened to disown me, or that I was barely allowed to make any decisions at all in my life. I know that she loves me, but she's done many things the wrong way and hurt me pretty badly in the process. Of course she doesn't want to hear any of that. It doesn't matter that she once told me I was the biggest regret of her life, or the biggest shame of the family. I was called that because I finished 10th grade with a grade point average of 2.2. Which is not bad at all. In her opinion all of that is totally fine, because she loves me and only wants the best for me. Obviously I didn't want any drama while my friends were over, plus I hate arguing with my mom, since she has a tendency to say very hurtful stuff. But frustration and a bit too much wine got the better of me. You see, since the moment my friends arrived all my mom could say about me were my flaws and the things I do wrong. Not one word of pride has come out of her mouth and even my friends noticed. It was almost as if she tried to drag me into the worst light possible in front of my friends, and I was at a point where I almost broke down crying. When I meet my friends' parents they always say nice stuff, sure a funny hib here and there is normal, but that was just devastating. Even my friends noticed it. So I started telling stories about how she made me cry when I was a child and she had to teach me spelling. I'm severely dyslexic and was simply not capable of spelling certain things right, so she kept pushing and pushing until I cried. I also told the story of how I had to perform a song and she had helped teach me by literally breaking my spirit until I could sing the right tones. That BTW a story my siblings and I share, and she usually finds it funny. Now she's mad at me for telling these stories and making her look like a monster in front of others. Am I the asshole? Edit 1. Since some of you are wondering about my GPA, I'm from Germany. The best possible score would be 1.0. So 2.2. 2 is actually. Zuzera underscore the underscore DND underscore queen says. NTA but op I think you need to go minimum contact with your mom. That's not questionable parenting, it's outright emotional abuse. Probably my Jugs says. NTA. Her being embarrassed by her own behavior speaks volumes. I'm sorry you dealt with that. Midnight Prof says. NTA. You should probably talk to a therapist if you haven't already. Your mother has left some scars and it shows. I would also suggest going low contact with your mother, unless you two can learn to communicate directly and not allow your mother to emotionally manipulate you. I'm speaking from experience as someone with a slightly toxic mother. Chaos in a cookie jar says. NTA she abused you and continues to abuse you, and you spoke out about it. She doesn't own those stories, you do because you were the victim. Maybe if she doesn't want to look like a monster, she should stop acting like one and own up to her actions and make a real effort to be better. Current read says. NTA tell your mom this, if the truth about your conduct is you in a bad light, the problem isn't with the truth, it's with your conduct. Don't want to be seen as a monster, don't act like one, simple. Rick Grimes says. NTA. For me it sounds like she was abusive and covers it behind the typical, but I only wanted your best curtain. I'd go LC with her. Diminishing patience says. NTA. She's bothered about how she looks, not about how she treated you. Glittering Rock 5 says. NTA. It sounds like an uncomfortable night for all, but had your mother treated you with the love and respect you deserve, instead of berate you in front of friends and family, it would not have reached that point. Lazy General 332 says. NTA. She looked like a monster because she was behaving like one. That's all for this video. Was it good? I know not, for I'm a robot. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. This video is the product of an automated process.